Welcome to the funniest horse racing showdown in history, where the king of Detroit is here. For the sake of the horses and other riders, Cian decided to throw caution to the wind and quickly pulled her horse from the race, leaving her trainer furious enough to give a speech. She couldn't take this woman who constantly shattered her plans any longer and kicked Cian out of the team without batting an eye, while Cian was long fed up with the dark up. This offered her an escape chance. Turning, she thought, goodbye, close world, but later regretted her impulse. After all, this was her dream job. Give it up for some oddballs? Just when she was feeling down, another trainer, old Ian, came over to chat, having observed her performance all day. She immediately saw that Cian was a kind-hearted girl who treated horses with great love. Old Ian believed that only people like her can become real jockeys, so she comforted Cian, saying not to give up on her dreams. Gold will shine unless you're underwater. Old Ian's words cheered Cian up. Next day, she packed, waved to friends, thinking, finally, a chance. Suddenly, the sky rang with a tinkling bell, and she turned to see a black stallion racing past her, dazzling her eyes. The horse wore the bell shed given thunder around its neck. Cian stared, jumped off the bus, thinking, I'll catch it no matter what. She did her utmost, dodging cars, should the horse ahead was Thundershed longed for. The happy times with Thunder quickly flashed in her mind, recalling the helplessness when he couldn't stand and the joy when he finally ran again. Now, it's not just a pass. Thunder stands before her, revealing truth. Cian's eyes brimmed with longing and happy tears as Thunder finally returned to her after all those trials and tribulations. Thunder slowly approached Cian, and together they returned to the home they had missed for so long. When the father caught sight of his daughter, whom he hadn't seen for a long time, he didn't display excessive joy and was still bustling about as if flying, noticeably exuding more energy than usual. He even made a new horseshoe for Thunder, while Uncle softly told Cian that Dad had been a bit down lately. Dad's mood seemed quite delicate, swinging up and down like a roller coaster. Uncle informed Cian that since Dad sold Thunder, he had treated all the horses like his own children. In fact, he had been searching for Thunder, and seeing her father grow older, Cian felt regret for her previous impulsiveness. Since then, Cian and Thunder's days grew happier, bathed in seaside sun, like in a fairyland. Thunder would race with Cian across green fields, and if all went well, Cian planned to stay by Thunder's side for a lifetime. However, the arrival of old Ian shattered their peaceful life. As it turned out, old Ian came to persuade Cian to return to the racetrack and join her team. Because she didn't want to give up on this talented jockey, old Ian's idea perfectly matched Cian's desires. So, Cian went to her mother's grave to say goodbye, bringing Thunder back to the racetrack to pursue her dreams. Determined to prove that women can be excellent jockeys too, Thunder's superior lineage, combined with professional training, left all the other horses in the dust. Thus, Thunder zoomed through the racetrack, raking in awards alongside Cian, quickly becoming a national star jockey. Next, she and Thunder faced the crucial finals. Winning means no regrets, but reality often jokes. That day, Cian found Thunder's nose bleeding while walking at the racetrack, a nauseating sight. Veterinarian's diagnosis struck her heart, revealing Thunder had a serious lung issue and needed immediate surgery. After surgery, Thunder couldn't race anymore, but in Cian's eyes, its life was most precious. She quickly decided to give up the racing for Thunder's surgery, but just as the day approached, Thunder mysteriously vanished. Cian searched everywhere, only for old Ian to find Thunder at the racetrack. Thunder stubbornly kept everyone away, knowing she was waiting for Cian, and Cian read Thunder's heart through her eyes. This was Thunder's way of saying she didn't want the surgery, she wanted to help Cian fulfill her dream. At this moment, the person who understood Thunder best was old Ian. She told Cian an emotional story. There once was an excellent jockey who fell gravely ill. She chose to dedicate her life to the racetrack. These jockeys and horses were born for racing, just with different goals. In the end, Cian chose to honor Thunder's wishes. Before the race, old Ian hung the bell around Thunder's neck. Watching Thunder heading off to the battlefield, old Ian couldn't help but shed tears. At the starting gate, Cian sang a song for Thunder, tears filling her eyes, and as the doors opened, Thunder's countdown began. She raced past opponents, foam spilling from her mouth while still pouring her all into the run. In her heart, there was only one belief: to help Cian realize her dream. In the end, Thunder mustered the last of her strength and crossed the finish line first. But as she crossed the finish line, she collapsed with a thud. Her countdown had reached zero. She gave her life to fulfill Cian's dreams. Cian walked to Thunder, laying on her crying. Thunder's weary eyes glistened with tears, finally able to rest without fighting for anyone. Cian prayed and prayed for someone to save Thunder, but the racetrack was silent. Liked our video? Don't forget to like and subscribe.